you can actually do to find good people for your practice. As a business owner, when Mike and I first started in business, gosh, it was back in 1992 that we started, other people that had businesses or knew about business or had been in business for a while, they had plenty of advice for us. And one piece of advice they would say to us, and they'd say it jokingly, but they'd say, hey, it's actually real, is business would be great if it weren't for the people. And they'd laugh. And Mike and I, of course, we were just starting out, right? And we had yet to hire our first people. You take advice from people who are in business, you think they know what they're doing, right? And so we took it with us, okay, so that automatically gave us people could be a problem. And over the beginning years of our practice, we heard other business owners say that same thing, and just in a different way. Hey, it would be so easy if I didn't have to have staff. Or my life would be so much simpler if I didn't have staff. Like, that's what was said. So it's a funny datum that kind of floats around business owners. And so as we began to grow, obviously we needed more staff, right? We went to 100 visits a week, 200 visits a week, 300 visits a week, 400 visits a week. I'll keep going because we got to 750 visits a week, and we ran that way for a long time. You can't see 750 visits a week in a practice and not have staff. So this was something we had to figure out and solve. And the idea, which was it would be easy if it weren't for the people, was not workable for us. We had to actually figure out, okay, people can't all be bad. I'm not bad, he's not bad. My friends aren't bad, so there has to be good people around, right? So we said, let's put that aside, that premise aside. Let's figure out a way that we can actually find good people. So that's what I want to talk to you about today. How do you actually find good people for your practice? Because they are absolutely out there. So let's dial back. We actually started with this first. His brother knew somebody who needed a job, so we hired him. His brother said they were good, so they must be bad. There's a reference in our head, right? So we hired them. Okay, well, it worked, but it didn't quite work because they got started and we realized they didn't actually have the skill set that his brother said that they had. Okay, so now we figured out that if somebody says so-and-so is good, you should hire them. That didn't work out, that we should just hire them. We probably should have talked to them ahead of time, right? And so then we grew. I'm telling you, we were new at business and there was really nobody around to ask questions of. And so the one thing with Mike and I is we went through a lot of trial and error to actually get the systems in place that enabled us to actually own 3 practices in the state of Tennessee, and we never lived in the state and had 3 practices booming in Tennessee. So understand, the evolution we went through and the systems we ended up landing on were so successful that we could run businesses in another state and never live in that state.